Well, look who's back with a stupid Hearts of Iron 4 challenge. That's right, it's me, iSorrowproductions, and they don't call me that because of all the challenges I've done in Hoi 4. But today with a new DLC, I decided it's finally time to do something that I haven't done in a very long time. See, in Hoi 4, there's a little thing the Germans can do called Plan Z. I did it a very long time ago when it was first added. Now, it is one of the most pointless things you could ever do in Hoi 4. Just as pointless as it was back then, but it did get a little bit of a rework and got it damn wrong. So I decided to lay out myself a bit of a challenge today to see if it's still possible, if it's better, and with the latest DLC, No Surrender, No Compromise, is it worthwhile? I can tell you no, it's definitely not. Or is it? Oh yeah, and also, as we're talking about revisiting old challenges on the channel, make sure to hit the sub and like button, specifically the subscribe button if you haven't, because at 900,000 subscribers, artillery only? Artillery face reveal at 900,000 subscribers? Alf Landon artillery... Okay, we're gonna stop it there. But yeah, it's my dream to hit 900,000 subscribers on this channel, because then I will have 900,000 subscribers. Now, I think I even managed to do Plan Z already on the DLC, but it was kind of haphazardly done. Didn't really go out of my way to do it, but here it is, right here. We're not going to do it straight away, though, because that will just put us on a timer that we're not ready to deal with yet, because there are a few rules I want to set out. So if you don't know, Plan Z requires you to have a pretty big navy as Germany. It'll tick down as a decision once we have done this focus over here. Now, if you are going to do Plan Z, it's not that hard to do if you just go ahead and rush like everyone around you, steal their navies. It'll take no time at all. But for this challenge today, I want to have built every ship. It's going to get a little bit difficult because I'm also not going to let myself declare war until I've completed Plan Z. And oh shucks, it's going to require quite a bit of effort. So starting off, we're obviously not going to hit Plan Z straight away because that will start the timer to how long we have left to actually build them. We are going to expand the navy straight off though. Now as Germany, we do have pretty much everything we need at the start of the game to actually just get straight into building our navy, but there is one thing we are missing, which is carriers. I think off the top of my head we need 4 of them, but with the new DLC they have added escort carriers, and they're a lot cheaper and not that difficult for us to get, and they do count as the Plan Z carrier. So I want to get a few of those today. As for the rest of our naval tech, we pretty much have everything that we want to make a viable navy already unlocked as Germany. The only thing we're lacking realistically is a fire control system, which realistically probably don't need anyway off the bat, so we will just ignore it. And we're also obviously going to have to build every boat that we already have in our production line just to fill up the ranks. Well, except submarines. We don't need those. Now, whilst I can't expand through war, I can definitely make advantage of Germany's trait and try and get as much land as we physically can, although I will not allow myself to go ahead and rally the Wehrmacht. We will be staying historical. Now, actually completing Plan Z, the actual decision, realistically gives you nothing. The only real benefit for doing Plan Z is obviously just having a pretty good fleet if you get it out, but it is just gonna cost quite a bit. It can obviously be made pretty easy if we just make the bare minimum version of the ships that we have already, but I'm not gonna do that. I do want to make an actual viable fleet, and for that we're gonna need 10 battleships, 3 battlecruisers, 4 carriers, 20 heavy cruisers, 20 light cruisers, and 100 destroyers. Yeah. We're gonna need to cut some corners somewhere though, which is why I will be making those escort carriers, which will only cost around, I think, 4,000 naval production to actually get them out. Obviously, we are gonna actually have to research them through our special projects though, because that's how you get them. Hopefully it won't take too long though. So first off, just gonna spam out everything that I already have in terms of what we do have in production, and then also right here we have 2 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 8 light cruisers, 12 destroyers and 14 submarines, which aren't useful for us today. And then we have just a whole bunch of destroyers and 2 more battleships. I think the most costly one that is gonna, kind of set us back today in terms of what we need to produce is definitely the battleships. They are gonna be pretty hefty. I do want this to still be a very viable German build though, so we are also gonna have to research just all our normal stuff you need to do as Germany and prepare to fight the world. Yeah, even though it's gonna hurt us pretty bad early on. We're going to have to do prioritize economic growth, because if we go 4-year plan, we are going to hit the roadblock of not being able to actually get any land, and thus cannot lower our economy of conquest. Okay, now that battle will only take us a year to get our escort carrier research, maybe even less if we get lucky with some good events, and then I've put into production already our 3 battle cruisers we need. Then obviously we need 10 battleships, which it's going to take a while. Oh yeah, and I also did just make these battle cruisers. You know, they are cheap, but they're not terrible. Mostly just using them as AA platforms, but it does have a gun on it, so technically it counts as being something. Now for our destroyers, they are the thing we're going to invest the most in. Same with our light cruisers, as they will do the most damage to enemy fleets. And we just want to stack as many torpedoes, the best ones we have, a little bit of ASW just in case, and then just any little gun you have. Doesn't really matter. In fact, we probably would have just put it down a little bit, but it's just not worth it. So we'll go with this. And considering we're going to need 100 of these, probably going to take a while, so we're just going to keep one big line of these. I'll probably take it down as I need it, because I want to get all the big ships out of the way first. But whilst we're just waiting around, might as well just get a few of them out. Okay, plan Z is definitely a go now, though, because I do want to get a few of the things down here that's going to speed this up quite a bit for us. But now that we have done plan Z, we are locked in. We've got 1,800 days now, and look at our wonderful reward of war support and Navy experience. Wow. But we will complete it, hopefully. Our first ship that was already in production is, I think it was one of those battle cruisers, right? Yep, here it is. This one's a lot more expensive than the one I designed. This is up to 8,944. The one I popped out was, I think, like 6,747. There you go. Literally. Okay, not bad. And I would still say that battle cruiser's pretty decent, even though all battle cruisers and battleships are useless in Hoi 4. Hey, but at least the AA will do something. Now, the next focus after that will give us 2 semi-completed lines of battleships, which will be our first couple battleships actually produced out by us. And, yeah. We're not going to use them, but we need them. I did actually think these ones were battleships already, but they were battle cruisers, which means we will have a couple extra battle cruisers than we needed, but at the same time, it's fine. I think we'll have enough time to get everything done. And because we also rushed on down to basic carriers, and we do construct aircraft carriers, we also get a line of a almost, well, not even halfway completed basic carrier as well. So we only need 3 more escort carriers, and we're good on carriers. Now for heavy cruisers, we are just going to go ahead and make this as literally cheap as we can and still have it technically work. Yeah, we truly don't have any use for heavy cruisers. They will actually soak up all the heavy attacks, so our carriers won't just get blown up immediately. But considering we're going to have so many battleships anyway, even that is kind of, you know, they're not going to serve much of a purpose, and they're just really damn expensive. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. Just 1 heavy gun on them. We'll upgrade it to a level 2, so they're 3,600 cost, and just 2 AA guns on there. The heavy cruisers, again, I have no use for. The only issue is that we do need a lot of them. A lot of them. Sweet. Now, escort carriers also ready. We can make carriers now just so damn cheap. That is literally all I'm gonna need on these things. I can't even remember if it's worthwhile putting armor on carriers. I don't think they are, because they shouldn't come into battle. But yeah, we can get a deck size 40 like carrier out for 4,700. Pretty damn good, if you ask me. Now, because I'm not entirely sure if the armor stat even matters, I'm just gonna put one of the hangar spaces off and put a armored deck on there. That'll give us 5 armor, and it's way cheaper than actually just putting actual armor on it. Now that we've set everything up through all our other focuses that we need, at least right now, I'm going to start going down and trying to do a little bit of expansion. And maybe we should check out a few of the alt history paths and potentially, you know, try and get a bit of friends with, you know, Poland, just so that we can get that extra bit of land there for naval dockyards. That could probably come in handy. There you go. I also did the focus to get our colonies back from Japan, and they actually said yes. Was it worthwhile? Can I potentially get... I can actually put some dockyards over there. Okay, if it gets that bad, we could do it. I think to actually, like, make this possible, we're definitely going to have to just pop out some not so great battleships. They're not terrible. The AA, again, is the main benefit I can see here to the battleship, and then obviously soaking up damage through their heavy attacks so the carriers don't get wiped. But they're so expensive, and we need to make a lot of them. Yeah, because of the battlecruiser Fumble, we do have 2 more than we need, and only 2 battleships, which isn't ideal. I mean, we do have the 2 Bismarck class ones that will come out, so we'll have 4 in total, then just need 6 more. But oh boy, that's 6 more than I'd really want. Oh, the US wants to limit my naval rearmament. Well, you know what? I can't think of a single thing that I would build that would cost that much. You've given me a lot of leeway here. Okay, that's the first bit of expansion we could do for our focus tree. Austria is gone. We can then just immediately blitz right on into the Sudetenland. And then also we want to do the trade with Poland to get a little bit more room for building. And I'm assuming there are dockyards here as well that we can make use of. Last I checked, I think we had like 1,200 days. We had 1245 days left to get Plan Z done. Is it possible? I mean, it's looking tight, but it could be possible. What we need to do as well is make an even cheaper heavy cruiser. The one that we have is probably a lot better in terms of how useful it is, but the issue is it's still too expensive, and we need to get out 20 of these, and I don't want 20 of them in the first place, so I think we're gonna just knock that down to a cheaper one. Okay, that like knocks 500 off of it, so it's every little will help at this point. Okay, now I've really got to hope the Polish do get on board with Danzig for Slovakia. I'm really betting that they do. I mean, I completely forgot as well, I'm actually gonna need planes for my carriers, aren't I? I should probably do that before I forget. I will take Italy in our faction, but if obviously they do have the chance of just starting World War II by invading Greece or something, I'm not going to join, and potentially I might kick them out as well, because they might bring in like Romania and stuff, and if the Italians die before I can even get in the war, that's not great. So, current update on the Navy: 3 carriers, 5 battle cruisers, 4 battleships, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, I was going to go straight in for the Poland thing, actually. Danzig for Slovakia. Went off that instead, because I remembered we do Operation Felix, we can get Spain in the faction and as a puppet. Well, if they say yes. If they say no, then, well, that was a waste. Hey, and they said yes. There we go. Free Spanish puppet. Now, if we didn't have the stipulation that I'd actually have to build every ship as well, we could Diplo annex them and take their navy. But, yep. Unfortunately, I made rules for this. I ain't entirely sure what to even really do with the new naval doctrines for the most part. I've noticed some good stuff. I'm actually going to go with light task forces, though, because I would just give my destroyers a lot of, like, light attack, which is super cool. And, I think, other than that, I mean, is there anything for, like, cruisers anywhere? Okay, all the battleships should be done this year. I think we have 2 years left. We do, and then we just have to spam out all those cruisers and destroyers, so we do still, this is going to be close. Okay, Poland actually accepted. That gave us even more dockyards. Nice! Oh, yeah, there go the Italians. They've started World War II. They've gone in on the Greeks. Nothing I can do about that, as I'm not allowed to enter. Now, because we've made friends with the Polish, or are currently in the progress of making friends with them, I have done the Befriend Poland little focus. We don't have to really worry about them, which means our army, albeit considering we're going to be doing a pretty late war here, should be fine. Still take down France and the UK. That reliant on the, the Italians not collapsing immediately. So the Soviets have gone in on Poland, as they do, and that means the Soviets are now at war with the Allies. But I've also just hit Molotov-Ribbentrop. I mean, if they accept, will they actually go ahead and give me the rest of Poland as well and actually agree to the stipulations? That'd be pretty interesting. All the expensive ships are done now, though. We just need 9 more heavy cruisers, 5 lights, and, the destroyers I'm just going to pump out all at the last minute. We do need 100 of them, but I think we should be fine. I mean, we have over a year left at this point. Look at that, they do actually hand it over. Thank you very much. Look at this land I've gotten, and I haven't done anything bad yet. Okay, once we have completed this last light cruiser, that'll be the last one we need. Then we just need those heavy cruisers and destroyers are blitzing through very quick, and we just need those 5 heavy cruisers, and we are good to actually do something. Okay, yeah, we should definitely be able to reach it from my calculations. The last of our heavy light cruisers will be our October. And then once October is done, we might actually already have all the destroyers we need as well. We just need 18 more. Hopefully our allies can last just a little bit longer. Okay, last heavy cruiser out. One more destroyer left, which is gonna, I think it's gonna be this one right here. So we're just gonna wait. 2nd of November, and I can't wait to get that war support and naval experience. Plan Z completed. Now here's the question though, is this thing actually going to be any good? I reckon it might be. The only thing that's kind of worrying is my light cruisers. Usually I just stack way more light attack on them, but I think they'll be fine to just destroy the AI nonetheless. Now this is going to be a bit of a tricky one. The US is already in the Allies because the Japanese have gone ahead and declared, and the Netherlands have made it a little bit easy for us because they're also in the Allies. So finally, in we go for a bit of war, shall we? Completely forgot to deploy my planes. My bad. Issue is I'm just more of a boat guy. Not too sure if you've heard about it. Definitely going to see if we get lucky and end up fighting the British fleet here. For a second I was like, why would you want Axis, Stalin? But yeah, I forgot you're also in on this. I mean, so far, yeah, anything that comes over here is getting absolutely hammered. Let's take a quick look at what we've actually sunk so far. We've got 32 ships down. Nothing too crazy, you know, a couple destroyers, a cruiser, a few submarines, convoys. But as soon as we get our Navy over into the channel, I reckon we're going to get ourselves one hell of a catch. Screw it, we'll give it a go. I'm going to go whack myself down in the channel, see what we can find. Okay, yeah, they're dead. They're all dead. Everyone will die. Goodbye. Oh, we got them again, and yep, just immediately wiping them. Yeah, also, the reason we're not pushing in the Netherlands right now, I'm just waiting for the air to tick over to green. If you can't tell, my planes are a lot better than theirs, but they still have green air, apparently, for themselves. Oh, there's our first heavy ships actually sunk right there. We got ourselves the HMS Anson. Not exactly a catch that I would have, you know, really hung on the wall, but it's still pretty good. We finally ticking up to yellow air. We are. Okay, our cast will finally do a bit of damage soon enough. And that's why you put a little bit of ASW in your submarines as well. Even if you don't plan on like doing dedicated ASW, usually I'll just get myself some naval bombers, but I will just throw some in every now and again. So if they do find some submarines, they'll just blow them up. And there you go. We must have ticked on over. Yeah, we are pushing, no problem, and the cast damage is going in, and we will win. Yeah, I have still not found any big ships though. I just keep finding a whole bunch of destroyers, submarines, stuff like that. Nothing crazy, although it is starting to add up. And there you go, there's our one heavy ship right there we've sunk. Sail is probably going to problem, but I guess technically we could just go ahead and trade with the Soviets. They're kind of friendly, right? Ooh, another heavy ship. We got the HMS Howe right there, and oh man, we are, yeah, anything that comes out just gets obliterated by my Navy immediately. I'll sort that out in a second, Italy. Hopefully if I just take out France here, that might do something, although that is all British troops down there, so maybe not. Forgot I built collab on France, so I just accidentally released them, but that's fine. Alphonse Naval. Just the guy I would have put in charge. Yeah, we've also got some Americans now trapped in the Maginot. Next up, we'll save the Italians, then call the Spanish in, get Gibraltar, and hopefully get a landing in the UK. I don't know how built up that's going to be, considering we're in 42, and the Allied goon squad is out in force. Oh man, no idea what just happened over here, but we are engaging everything. The AI must have just tried to move their fleet or something, but what happened over here? I'm also engaging like an actual task force up there, but 3 battle cruisers. Oh, we got the hood. We did it! We got the hood! Alright, yeah, we just had a full, like, domination of the British Navy there. What can we get out of here as well? Are we going to get a lot? Are they going to... Oh, they got back in. They got back in. Oh, shit. It's so over, bros. It's so over. That goes the British fleet, I reckon. I mean, I say that. I guarantee they've still got so much random crap, don't they? Yep. I mean, not as much as I'd thought, actually. Oh, 4 more battleships gone for the British. They should also probably... deal with the American Expeditionary Force there. Since I don't actually have any submarines, or even never built any, I'm just going to use my big stack of boats that I'm just building with all the dockyards I've got left over of just pure destroyers and light cruisers. I have actually upgraded these light cruisers to be even better, actually ones that I build normally as well, and we're just going to use those as surface raiders. So I'm going to keep the Brits trapped on their miserable little island so that they hopefully stop doing this. Got ourselves full control of the Mediterranean now. I'm about to go launch my Sea Lion in a second. I'm going to get one of my new fleets over to the Med as well, just start convoy raiding over there and try and help the Italians with what's left. Oh, shout out to my favorite Indian nation, Partisan. Oh my god, there he is, John Partisan. I think it's gonna be a bit of a difficult sea lion today. I'll just shout out to my allies today. As soon as I'm ever about to do something, they just they put a bit of a spanner in the work. Okay, we're just gonna ignore it. Well, hopefully they'll hold on long enough that I can get this sea lion off. The Soviets are fighting the Japanese, and something just got blown up. They're fighting the Japanese, so I reckon my allies should last at least 5 minutes. I don't think they're gonna last that long. Alright, boys, you best get on those beaches because the horde is about to activate. We just gotta keep everything busy while the rest of the army gets here. Yeah, ain't really too difficult when you got like green air and 2,500 cash, just 122 damage a tick there. And Sea Lion has been achieved. Up the gall, the fact Romania declared this as well. It's actually like trying to keep an unguarded, unsupervised child from sticking a fork in a damn electrical socket. I don't think we're going to go for a capitulation of the US. I'm not entirely sure about the old range here, and you know, I just don't feel like doing it, but I guess we do have our final boss in the Soviets here. Yeah, I forgot to check actually what is left of that British Navy. I mean, they've still got like some of their heavy ships left. There's 13 there altogether, but all in all, yeah, it's gone. Anyway, I guess Soviet sneak attack time. I'll finish continuation war. Good luck, boys. I ain't helping. We might be actually going in on the US because El Salvador just wanted in on my faction. Hey, Venezuela's in too. That's it. We've got motion, boys. Nice. Now, was not really intending to fight the Soviets, or in fact, the US, but I'm about to do both. Well, I've done one of them. They're already gone, aren't they? Oh, I truly don't care for a peace deal, though. It's so much effort. Oh, we forgot the Allies were in their peace conference as well. So, they've just... they just released the Russians. I don't even know what's happening down here either. I don't think I care. I'm just gonna go deal with America. So, unless this just doesn't track, we've apparently not lost a single ship bar convoys. That's quite the KD then for the Navy. I mean, maybe it just hasn't tracked everything, or it's gone, like, it's too far back. But, yeah, we haven't lost any. And if we have lost any, it would have been a very long time ago. I mean, yeah, 135 ships. I think it was like 130 around then. And then I added some, where are they? Yeah, the support ships. I added a few of those, and we've got 5 in overall. So if we have lost, I haven't added any more ships, bar those to this Navy. So, yeah, okay. My Navy's pretty good. Yeah, I just look back at Europe. What are you guys doing? How are you losing the Middle East? How did they even get back here? How did you land? Alright, I don't think it matters unless someone else becomes a major. Because as soon as we get the US capitulated, this should be it. And that is all she wrote. You know what? We'll call it a draw. Nah, just kidding. Well, that was pretty damn fun. And look at that. It's Japan America. Jamaica. Yeah, I didn't really care too much for the peace deal. I'm very dumb. But that was very fun. I enjoyed the, the build-up of the Navy there, and it was 100% worthwhile, obviously. It definitely was a hell of a cost to focus Navy that hard, but as you can see from, the little difficulty we had, you can do it. Now, the only things I would change different realistically, if I ever was to do this, properly going without the stipulation of Plan Z, is I probably would just skip the battleships altogether. The only thing you need to worry about if you do want to use these escort carriers, and I do think they're very good, they're super cheap, and you can just spam out as many as you want, but you do need something to soak up that heavy attack. If you don't know what Navy means, just essentially, just build some heavy cruisers, or just a couple cheap little battle cruisers, something like that, just a couple of them, just enough that your carriers won't just immediately get wiped, and then just do what you always usually do, which I've told you to do, is just build destroyers with a whole bunch of torp attack, and then light cruisers with a whole bunch of light attack, and you'll wipe anything. Although, to be fair, the AI does seem pretty incompetent with their navy in general, which is nothing new to Hoi 4, but even more so with the new patch, they don't seem to really be able to get a hold of it, because we were just wiping little stacks here and there. And then eventually when like a normal group came out of like 30 ships, at that point it was just over. Like my giant death stack would just wipe them out. But that was Plan Z. I mean, just look at the beauty of these boats. I mean, I imagine if we can actually have a little look at a few of them. Yeah, that they're pretty like they got a lot of kills. Let's see what my escorts actually got. I mean, yeah, look at that. They sunk loads. They did a good damn job, and the assisted are the shells, and then the schools are the kills. So yeah, that's just one escort carrier. Look at all that. And again, I mean, I only had a few of like 5 of them in this fleet right now, and for 5k you could make these guys even cheaper. I mean, I went a bit overboard adding the armor. I'm not sure if you even need to add armor onto them or not, since you know, I can't remember if that is a factor or not, but yeah, I mean, you could like knock them down to 4k right there. But it's all cool. I still enjoyed it. Navy worked. Had fun with Navy, and you can too. Just don't be scared of it, Timmy. Take everything I've said today, and actually don't do that, because Plan Z is just not worth it at all in the slightest. But every once in a while it's fun to give it a go, especially with the new Navy update. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe down below, and goodbye.